branch out from the cranial, 12 pairs, and we have 31 pairs. Just remember, those are bundling of, could be thousands of neurons. So a nerve is a bundling of all of these neurons. And the nerves are, we have 12 that come out of the cranium on either side, and 31 that's going to come out of the rest of the spinal cord and go out. But within there could be thousands of different types of neurons. The neuron, the definition of a neuron, it's the functional unit of your nervous system, because that's where the information is being transmitted or coming into the central nervous system. That's where the information pathway, the highway, is occurring. So that's why it's called the functional unit. What do we say was the muscle's functional unit? Sarcomere. Okay, right? It's a sarcomere because that's where the actual contraction occurred. This is called the functional unit because this is actually where the information is going up and down. We are going to talk predominantly in this class about motor neurons. We're going to talk about sensory neurons too. We need to talk a lot about motor neurons because motor neurons are the neurons that carry the information from the central and peripheral nervous system down to your muscles. We're going to talk about one type of specifically a little bit later. We have multiple types of motor neurons, but we're going to really just talk about one in this class. So let's look at the general structure of a motor neuron, and we'll talk about the one specific motor neuron in a minute that we're going to do for this class. Right here, it's called the soma. It's the cell body. It's where the nucleus is of this neuron. It's situated in the anterior horns of the spinal cord. Remember those from anatomy. What does the inside of the spinal cord look like? It's right there's a circle, right? There's like a little disc in the spinal cord. What's in the inside? What's the letter that it makes? An H. Right? There's an H. You see? Right? There's an H. Remember that? And what were the front ones called? What were the posterior? Posterior horns? Okay. So, these guys are situated in the anterior horns, so the anterior part. Anatomically, this is also known as, you know what the other term for this is versus this side?
Ventral and dorsal?
Ventral and dorsal, okay? That's another term you want to kind of keep familiar in your head because we're going to refer to anterior and ventral and dorsal and posterior. So, soma is in the anterior horns or the anterior H's of the spinal cord.